It's good.
Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Happened podcast. As always, not always, because we don't do this every week anymore because the pod's dead. I'm your host, Tyler James Dixon, Esquire, the seventh place person in the league, joined by Bingham and Zane Reeves. How you guys doing on this day?
Doing great. How are you?
Bad. Zane,
I'm doing great. Got to go home today.
do you have any special guests you want to show us, Zane?
Uh, Whenever I see her running around again, I'll find
Okay, we're
her.
probably gonna hear her before we see her because she's a little bit loud sometimes. But we are into playoffs. We're the first week of playoffs has started, and this is our pod back from the dead. Let's get started on it, Zane. Zane, how was your drive, man? See any cops?
I did see some cops. They're speed checking with planes also, but
Oh, were they?
I didn't get pulled over this time because of it.
Good job. Good to hear. All right, getting straight into the week 14 matchups. We have Linguini dropping a whopping 50 whole points against two of these nuts. Zane, why did you field a team if you're just going to put up 50 points?
I don't know what happened this week. I should have played Deshaun. Didn't trust him.
Why
Uh,
not? He's a trustworthy guy.
mm, in what way?
A lot
In
of
terms
ways,
of football or
every way possible.
Okay. And I
Next
didn't
week we
know
have
that Kenneth
Fogel's
Walker was out.
Footlong versus Bingham, a battle of the two worst, the second worst team in the league versus the fourth worst team this week performing. A whopping amount of points this week. What happened here?
uh I had some pretty bad matchups with some players, but obviously I'm just happy to have gotten the win. I kept the one seed to get a bye this week, so I'll take it. But team has been underperforming the last few weeks, so I need that to change starting next week.
Oklahoma Drill drops his second highest point total of the year against me when I need to beat him to make playoffs, dropping 148 points to my measly 101. I'm annoyed that I had to play Josh this week of all weeks because I would have beaten a lot of teams and I would have secured myself in the playoffs. 100 points is not enough for me to make playoffs. Braden beating them by 6. We will show that here in a bit. But anything about that, Zane Bingham?
No, I mean I didn't obviously I don't think anyone really saw Josh at those points. But I thought going into the week you had a of all the fringe teams for the playoffs, I thought you had the best chance of being able to get a win to move on, but unfortunate.
Yeah, I tried paying Josh to let me win, and he said, "No, fuck you. I want to be the third seed for some reason." And he got that. Dogs in him versus Zaby Baby does what dogs in him does. He wins games. I don't have anything else to say about that one.
Yeah, he did what he needed to do.
Friend of the pod, 64 points. Armed Rodri has no does not matter in the slightest, in my opinion.
No, not at all.
Cool. Suquandi's nuts beats Goodbye Everyone, securing Goodbye Everyone as the 12th place seed in our league. Goodbye Everyone also noted that if he got last place in the league, he would not do the loser punishment and he would never talk to us again. I hope that's not the case, but this might be the end of Caleb Iden as we know it.
I think it will be.
That's a
It
shame.
won't have it won't have any effect on me. I never talked to him.
Sure is a shame. All right, next slide, Zane. Here is the record, and I have a question to pose to the audience.
There's some
We were gone.
controversy.
There's some controversy because we were gone a couple weeks, and a certain somebody, as your host, I still made my picks. I still wrote my picks down in my little journal, but I'm being told that since we didn't record and since we didn't film, that my picks are null and void, which is interesting to me because I thought that picks are picks. So Zane knocked down my overall record from the 2 weeks that we didn't film. Moving back to my records, like we
It
didn't
was
even
only
film for
one
two
week.
weeks. No, it was 2 weeks we didn't film.
Well,
Yeah, but the
well,
one week we
here's
didn't film, we still had the picks put in.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we
yeah, we
did.
did.
Because everyone put picks in that week. It was
Oh,
Thanksgiving
there was
week.
2 weeks. There were 2 weeks missing on the spreadsheet.
One of them's this week that's already on there.
Hmm. Yeah,
Here's
no, there's
here's
another one too. I'm pretty
here's
sure.
my only argument against you, Dickie, and I really don't care what the people pick. I don't at all. But whenever in our group text for this whenever we did talk about, well, we didn't really talk about recording, but Zane had said that we hadn't recorded yet, and you were the one to say pod dead. So
Yeah, I
I
did say
took that.
pod. I said pod dead because Zane sent that message at like 11 o'clock at night on Tuesday, and we would normally film that around noon to 3 o'clock each Tuesday. So whenever we didn't film, I figured the pod was dead. That being the second week in a row we didn't record.
We'd filmed the week before because we all did it when we were sick.
We didn't film when we were sick.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did, Zane.
We
We
did.
didn't.
We have a podcast that's sick podcast.
Or was it? No, what was that Tuesday of Thanksgiving break?
No, we didn't film
Yeah.
Thanksgiving break. We filmed the week after Thanksgiving
And then we
break.
didn't film last week either. So that's
Yeah,
two
but I
weeks
think
off.
that Thanksgiving break was we still did the picks. That was whenever everyone submitted their picks. Anyway, I don't really care what happens. You can put your picks in there if you want, but I took that as we weren't doing picks. So
Well,
I
my
don't care
picks are
either way.
ready. I was
I
ready to film no matter
I would
what.
say the thing.
I had everything prepared on my end to
The
film.
thing is,
I guess no one
the
else had
picks
anything
were on
ready to
his
film.
supposed notebook that day
Yeah.
and weren't on the drive until 10:40 last
Yeah,
night.
I put them in yesterday when we were playing Call of Duty on
That's the only
LSU.
statement that I need to make about it. Well, I guess
I had them
whatever,
on my notepad. I had them ready to put in.
whatever the chat
I did my
thinks.
research on Tuesday beforehand.
They were
I did
sitting in the
everything.
notebook until Tuesday last night when we happened to be talking about it.
I had notes about matchups. I had notes about who I thought would win, who would edge.
We
in the
were having a
playoffs. I had notes about
conversation.
everything.
We had a conversation about it on COD last night at about 10:40, and that supposedly, or shockingly, that's when the stats got updated also.
Yeah, that's when I put in my picks for this week's episode. Good point, Zane. Thank you. All right, next
I don't care
slide.
either way. We'll let the people choose.
I wish we could have filmed. That's all I gotta say. All right, we have our final rankings for the 6 playoff seeds. Braden edges me out by 6 points, making him the last seed in the playoffs and me the first seed in the consolation bracket. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think this was honestly karma for you texting after Kyler got hurt. You said, "Thank God," and I think that just was really bad karma for you.
Yeah, that poverty franchise has ruined my fucking life.
Well, you and me both.
Yeah. If only it's complete horse cock. All right,
Wait,
Zane.
can I say something about the Cardinals real quick though?
Yeah, if you want, it's a
Go
fantasy
ahead.
podcast, but go ahead.
Isn't it really disappointing that we only got to see one game and 3 snaps with D-Hop, Hollywood, and Kyler playing together?
So Caleb gets last place in the league, putting up a whopping 1,300 points. Bingham top seed with only 1,500 points. By points for, that would put him at fifth in points for. Points against 1422. 12 waiver move or 12 or 26 waiver moves. It'd be interesting to go through and see if there's a correlation between ranking and waiver moves.
Uh,
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
get
yeah, all
it.
the
But I don't want to
teams.
do that today. Zay, next slide.
Okay, I just got to point out that Carson is now the leader for points against.
Some people get lucky, Zane. Some people get lucky. That's all
That's all I
fantasy
have to
is
say.
anymore.
All right.
It's just luck. Week 15 matchups.
Yep, first one. We'll do the real playoffs to start. We got Oklahoma Drill taking on Zaby baby. I think I'm gonna stay with the hot team here. I think I'm gonna take Oklahoma Drill.
Are we doing picks for this too?
Yeah, we'll do picks.
All right, I'll take Oklahoma Drill and 2 of these nuts.
Yeah, I would take 2 of these nuts as well. He's the hottest team in the league with win streak, and I like his team a lot. So I think he takes down suck one of these nuts.
I'll do Oklahoma and Saquon just so it's different.
And then we want to pick the consolation.
No.
I'm gonna win. That's all that matters, and I think Isaiah is gonna win.
When I'm projected more points than everyone or than 4 teams in the top 6, it just pisses me off.
I'm
Stupid.
really sorry to hear that.
Okay,
Next.
this is how the brackets are laying out.
Here are the sportsbook odds retrieved from my Vegas contact. I gave him all of the data and he sent me back this. Worth noting, Xavier Baby's a plus 320 to win the league. If you're a gambling man, I still wouldn't take that because his team fucking sucks. I would take Dog's End to win it all, though.
That's who you would take?
Yeah. Him or two of these nuts,
Yeah, I think one of those two win.
with no question in my mind.
I'm gonna ride with Josh
I
right
agree.
now. He's been hot.
I agree with Dickie.
Did you just call a man hot?
No, I said his team's been hot.
No, you said I'm gonna ride with Josh. He's been hot. Someone clip that.
However you want to take that.
Yeah, okay, so that's a little
No, we're like
all right.
that, Zane.
I'm sure Josh would like it though.
All right, the odds going into next week, two of these nuts is a 10.5 point favor against Suquandi's nuts with the over-under set at 256. Apparently, the Vegas sportsbook is expecting a large, like big point total. Perhaps one team's going to drop a 150 week, 100. It's like a 150 versus 100 week. Both of these teams have that big game potential here.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like both of these teams are like one of the biggest boomer bust teams we've seen in the league this year. They're playing each other. So I don't know. It could all come down to luck for both sides. So I'm kind of excited to see how this one plays out.
Following that,
are we picking the spreads too?
I mean, if you're a gambling guy, you can pay Vegas and these are officially on FanDuel. If you go to local games, these will be on FanDuel. You might have to place them in Kansas because sports gambling is not legal in Oklahoma. But if you want to take a trip up to Kansas, up to the border town, I would recommend that. If I was a gambling man, I would take Tua minus 10.5 and the Tua money line also. Parlay that with Zaby Baby plus 18.5 under 248.
I think I would take the I'm not gonna do any parlays, but I would take Tua D's nuts money line, Saquon D's nuts spread. I think that game will be close. And then I would take I'm gonna take Oklahoma drill minus 18.5 and the money with that. Well, I guess that doesn't really make sense. Minus 18.5, and I'll take the over. Zane, do you have any?
Yeah, I'll take Suquan on the spread, and I'll take the over in that one. And I'll take Zibby Baby, the spread at 18.5, and I'll take the
Breaking
over
news,
on that one.
the Whad Happened kid is unbanned off TikTok. This is a good day for Whad Happened Nation all over the world. All right,
Good
next slide. As promised, this is the week of the superlatives. We didn't want to do them after playoffs because that could be factored into our decision making and picking the picks. Last night, we all had some time to come up with some picks, and these are what we came up with as a team together. Caleb, we granted you most spirited. No matter what, even though you're at the bottom of the league most of the season, you always set a roster. You never gave up. You kept on trying. We love to see that. Thank you, Caleb, for being you.
I appreciate that he kept playing a team all year, even though he said he wasn't gonna play after this year if he lost.
Caleb's a good man. You got to appreciate him.
Yeah, hopefully he does the punishment.
I'm not gonna count on it, but maybe.
Next, we got Isis Aya. One more click, Zane. Yep. I gave him the most likely to go to prison award. I don't think I need to explain this, but if you want me to, you can send me an email at zanree4@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely going to be like 3 trolls who email that.
This is my favorite one I came up with. Best hair, worst dressed. What's the better way to describe Ed than this?
I couldn't agree more. I think his hair looks incredible now.
I like it. I wish he wouldn't wear the beanie so much.
The only problem is he, for some reason, is always wearing jeans and a polo and a Nebraska hat. It just bothers me so much. Wait. Next slide. Jared. Oh my God. Who came up with this one?
Is
Zane,
there
was that
something
you?
is there something I'm missing with this one?
I mean, if we're being honest here, Jared's just a horn dog.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Let's go, Jared.
Good for you,
Yeah,
Jared.
that's a big win for you, Jared.
Can't win the league, but you can win this award. I feel like this one is just very appropriate. We gave Zane QB Whisperer because of his amazing talent, like shown in this year, of him being able to pick up waiver wire quarterbacks and play them when he needed to play them. Zane, how many quarterbacks did you play this year?
I think I played 6.
And how good did they do?
I think I broke 20 2 times this year.
Zane, I'm so proud of you, man. You killed
Thank
it.
you.
I hope you can bring that talent going forward. Any NFL locker room would be happy to have you in there.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is bullshit. I would never do that.
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
this for sure makes sense. This for sure. Yeah. Did you actually do this?
Is Yahoo
Okay.
Premium even a thing?
This
Yeah,
it is a
it is.
thing, and this for
Oh,
sure.
It's only
I'm
it's
I'm
only
glad
like
this is-
$32.99 a year.
I'm glad this is the thing. This is
And it
for
can be
sure.
canceled within 2 weeks. Not have to pay for anything.
You
Allegedly.
say that like experience.
No, just allegedly.
Okay.
I had no idea if this is true or not. It's just alleged.
Oh.
Next,
Say that one more time.
Braden Bourne, my favorite person in the league, wins the most likely to make playoffs by only fucking point. Wow, that's just bad grammar. Most likely to make playoffs by only fucking points. Okay, Braden fucked points and ruined my life. Fuck this guy. That must have been a Zane award because the grammar's so bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Not that
Yeah.
you would have anything against him for last night.
No, of course not.
I don't know why you even had your hopes up though last night.
I didn't have my hopes up. I went into my final last night at 7:30. Dead to my rights. I come back, I get the notification Kyler's fucking crippled. Their defense has 5 points. I get back to my apartment. DeAndre Hopkins, bum ass, who tweeted out, "Oh, I'm gonna win you your fantasy matchup this week," fumbles the ball, carrying the ball in one hand like a damn retard, and I lose my damn league. I miss playoffs because of him.
He technically did win me my fantasy matchup, so yeah, he's got a point.
He's a damn idiot.
It's
Next,
okay.
I like
I wanted to give Nate Bowl Cup Boy Award, but I feel like that joke's overused. So I pivoted to something that can be more applicable to the fantasy league. We gave him bad trades 95% of the time. It turns out the one trade he got the most shit for ended up being not that bad, but at the time it was not well received.
I think his team's actually better now because of it, but at the time it didn't look like it.
No.
Yeah, I think getting rid of Gabe Davis was a really good move for him. I just can't get over that picture.
Whoa! Who is that? Most likely to get pissed on. I don't get this one at all. This is so confusing. Bigham, did you do this one?
Carson, this I'm not gonna say anything. This was not me, Carson. Oh, you and Dickie handle this.
Well, we included the picture of Carson just to make sure everyone knows who Carson is. This is Carson at his Christmas party, and we gave him the award most likely to get pissed on. Is there a story there, Zane?
I don't know. I don't think I put this here. I don't know who got on my
I didn't put
computer.
this here
I don't know
either.
who got on my computer and did that. It might have been Isaiah.
Wait.
Isaiah
It might have
Zane,
got
did you
hacked.
piss on him?
I didn't. I think Isaiah got on my computer and typed that in. I didn't do that.
That's weird. Sorry about that, listeners. We didn't mean to have that up there.
Whoa.
We can just go forward.
Let's
go
see.
forward. All right, we have Josh here with the most likely to kill someone with fantasy. Zane, do you know who that's a picture of?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Is there anything to note of Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, I haven't seen the show, so I can't make any comments about it.
Neither have I.
He has a nice.
Actually-
I mean, a popular Netflix show. That's all I know.
Were you about to say he's a nice guy?
No.
Well, it's funny because look, Dickie, I might be wrong, but I think Zane had a personal relationship with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, he does have a personal relationship with Josh, a little bit more than just friend, if you know what I'm trying to say. It might be
Yeah.
a hint at Josh leaning towards Josh Jeffrey. Sounds kind of similar. Zane equals victim. I'm just saying here. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying.
I'm just glad that we can get it out there that I'm the victim every time.
You're the victim, Zane. You do often play the victim card.
But you play the victim card to try and start some stuff up, and then it like we know the game you play, Zane.
There's
You
no
say some
games.
stuff.
There's no games.
You say things to hint at Josh, like, hey, you can do this to me.
You do like it sometimes. There's smiles on your face.
Yeah.
No. We're moving
Yeah.
on.
That was like the most okay. All right, we gave Zach the award for worst hair, best dressed. Zach is someone who decides to get his hair cut at the Nebraska School of was it cosmetology? What's the
Cosmetology.
cosmetology school? He told us a story one time that he went into the college to get his hair cut, and one of the professors came up to him and said, "Hi, Zach, for 30% off your $10 haircut, would you mind to be a model and get your hair cut in front of class?" Zach said, $3 off a $10 haircut? Count me in. For the next 2 hours, Zach was the model in front of a 30-person lecture as they slowly cut his hair. The professor would ask, "He has this shape of head. What shape should the back of his hairline be?" And he does all of this just to wear hats at every waking hour of the day. This makes no
The
sense
fact
to
that
me.
this story is actually true is so funny, and that he said he would do it again.
Wait, it actually is.
No,
Yeah,
this
it's
is a true
completely
story.
true
He said
story.
he would do it again.
And they give him best dressed because, as I mentioned earlier with Ed, Zach is someone who is just a fashionista, to say the least. He's someone who knows what he's doing. He has the most pristine pair of jeans and polo that he can wear every single day, no matter what. Jeans, tennis shoes, and the polo is what describes Zach's dressing style.
Walking around the Creighton campus. I don't know why the Nebraska hat's up there. I heard Zach walks around Creighton's campus all the time. Big fan.
Believes that is true also. Next slide. Bingham, we gave the unknown running back whisperer. He is someone who drafted 3, I believe, running backs that had a giant question mark around him, with Etienne, Damian Pierce, and Najee Harris, who was coming off an injury. All of them turned out to be actually pretty decent running backs, besides Najee, who has been lackluster in the previous week. So that's why we gave him this award.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker.
Najee's kind of turned it around. I did draft Kenneth Walker as well, but I didn't give him up. So
okay,
I like this one. I thought it was honestly. I thought you guys were like going to try and attack me, so I'll take this.
No, I did. You just don't get the reference I put with the Felix Felicius.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Carson will get that one.
I don't get it.
What is that?
What is it?
Oh, Zane, what is this?
I did not know that was there.
Oh, I bet you did it.
I hate that.
How did you put that there?
Zane, get that off of your mind for once.
Yeah, my
That's
bad,
all
guys.
you think about, Zane.
That is all
My
you
bad.
think. What are
Me
you
and
going to do
Jared,
after this?
My bad.
What are you going to do after this thing?
I'm gonna upload this video.
You find Allie yet?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I can find her.
Yeah, can you find Isaiah and Allie?
No, I'm not gonna find Isaiah.
Isaiah!
Yeah.
I got headphones on. Yeah, I don't think that worked.
Wait,
Where's
but
the
can you
dog?
tell me what that reference was for mine?
You'll get it and you'll understand it whenever Carson texts about it.
All right.
It's more of a niche reference. There'll be a few people that get it. A few of the people who were in the Sequoia Book Club.
The Sequoia Book Club?
Can you get her lift her up a little bit higher?
I found her.
Lift her up.
Special guest Allie. Oh, look at that dog. We get her. Can you get her? Put her on the mic.
Yeah.
How come she's looking in the same direction every time? Zane?
She's looking out the window.
Is there a ghost out there?
Hey, Allie.
Doesn't
She
care.
did great. I think that's our best guest yet. All right, let's wrap it up. This has been a little bit of a long episode. Actually, no, it hasn't. We have been the What Happened podcast. We might die off again. Who fucking knows anymore? Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If our views are below 20, we might never do this again. So please watch it on multiple accounts. You guys have anything to say?
No, I
No,
I agree.
it's
It's a question mark on will we be back next week?
it's been fun to do this year. I think the spark with it has kind of just gone down a little bit, but I thought it was still really fun. I'm glad we at least did it for one season.
I've had a
Yeah,
good
Zane,
time.
you can end it now before you put more graphic things on the screen.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad. I gotta
please.
take care of Allie because she's making a lot of noise now.
I gotta take care of Ed, so
All right. See you
bye.
guys.